It must be the rain. I see people dribbling in. Uh, it just happens that way some Sunday. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Reverend Mary Jean DeRusha, and it's my privilege to be the co-minister along with Reverend Larry DeRusha, who will be our speaker today. And today's an exciting time. I'll tell you why it's exciting. But the reason I think this whole center is exciting is because we know that life is divine. We know that we have a magnificence within us that we're here to awaken. We know that life is eternal. And we celebrate. I just want to tell you right now, none of you are sinners. You're magnificent, made in the image and likeness of an all-perfect divine spirit, intelligence, energy, force. You are the force in action. So I'm just glad you're here today as we celebrate 9/11. It's a day to remember and to celebrate and to thank all the people that I think it was 21 years ago. Is that right? Was it 21 years ago that the towers came down? It feels like yesterday at some point. But we're here to celebrate and to acknowledge all those that not only were there 21 years ago, but that day by day assist in this planet to make it a better place. Today we have amazing music for you. I can't wait for you to meet Javier Mendoza. If you don't know him, he is singing today. Yay! But I also want to acknowledge Eve Maltzman's great aunt, Rachel Lee Citron. She passed away this morning on 9/11. And last Wednesday, she celebrated her 100th birthday. And let's just celebrate that. Yeah, we can clap for that. She celebrated 100. This lady was magnificent. She would come out here when we had concerts in the parking lot last year, and she would dance. She spent time in Jamaica walking the beach and swimming in the ocean. And there's so many pictures that Eve has of her, and we just surround you with love as we celebrate her life. And she made it to 100, so that's really cool. Before she was born 2 years before the Queen. Oh my God, so she's known the Queen her whole life. Yeah, maybe we should also just offer a prayer up to those in England. But I just want to tell you a little bit, because Great Aunt Rachel was a world traveler, an author, a spiritual mentor to many. She loved everyone just the way they were. She didn't try to change people. So our love goes out to you, and wherever you are, Rachel, we celebrate your life. There's a few announcements I want to share with you. I want to thank you for all those that contributed to the parking lot. We'll have David give you an update in a little bit. You can still donate in the bookstore with cash or credit card. We have another Mary and Larry's Garage session here this coming Thursday, September 15th at 2 p.m. Come and share your ideas to make our spiritual home better and how we can help our community at large. This isn't just about us. And if you weren't here to hear the story Larry told one day about Molly's Garage, which was a lady in LA who took the kids off the street that were causing a lot of trouble and said, would you mentor the little kids? And she set up her garage like a school. So after school, the kids in the barrio stopped playing in the street and causing trouble, and instead went in her garage and helped the younger kids, and all of them ended up going on to college and finishing high school. And they have 5 Molly's Garages in the LA area in the barrio to help kids. And so we took kind of the name but made it Mary and Larry's Garage so that we can help our community and help each other. So that's where it came from. Also, New Member Sunday is not going to be like this month. It's going to be December 11th. If you're called to be a member and be active in this center, there's pieces of paper that you fill out, membership applications on the back table in the lobby. We have classes coming up. We used to have a class called Foundation, which was the first class, but now it's been renamed Spiritual Practices and Principles. It's engaging, intriguing, and really interesting. It's a prerequisite to all the other accredited classes. It's only 5 weeks, and it begins Wednesday, October 5th. And then we have another class beginning October 4th on Tuesday called Visioning. It's a 6-week class, and by the time it's finished, you will know how to vision for yourself, your life, your friends, and the center. Michelle Conley Brown is conducting Reiki healing sessions on an appointment basis, and if you'd like to help her, she is paying to go to practitioner class, and she doesn't want donations. She wants to be able to help heal your body, so make appointments with her, and it'll also give her a hand in creating the money to go to practitioner class. The Women's Goddess Regroup will meet at my house on 7 p.m. Thursday, September 22nd. For people who have previously been in the women's retreat that my sister, Reverend Luzette, and I put on, please sign up in the lobby. My friend Gemma, who is one of the famous counselors in the Seattle area, is going to be here that night to assist us in our women's Goddess group. And so I urge you to sign up and be there that evening. It's going to be fabulous. We still have more bracelets for the Ukraine in the bookstore. And if you're the first time here, our ushers have a welcome packet for you. Any first timers, please raise your hand. There's Kirsten over there. She's from Florida. This is her first day here. And the bookstore is open afterwards. Today with Marcia Walton will be opening the bookstore. What, Larry? Oh, save the date. We are having a bonfire and concert with Final Veil on October 14th. Starts at 6 p.m. There's going to be a barbecue. There's going to be a concert. And there's going to be a bonfire is not spelled that way. But we're going to have a bonfire, a little bit different, something different. So it's okay. Jacob, our streaming young man, got married last night to my granddaughter, Kayla. And, yeah, his vows that he wrote and the vows that she wrote were so touching. I can almost just cry thinking about it. It was so meaningful. It was one of the most beautiful weddings. It was at the Jewel Box. So he's out for 2 weeks going on his honeymoon and celebrating that. So he didn't put the bonfire together. I just don't want him to be blamed for it. Anyway, thank you, Larry. Poor Larry today has been, he's streaming and he's speaking, and he had to run home and get his telephone, and he just got up this morning and he made macaroni and cheese because there's a potluck afterwards. So go in Scott Hall, there's food there, and come in and have something to eat. That's it for announcements, and we have an opening prayer by Lorraine Clarkson.
Hello, everyone. Hello. All right. So, if it feels good for you, I invite you to close your eyes. And whether your eyes are open and closed, open or closed, I encourage you to use this time, this space, where we're collectively moving in a direction together. And that direction is inward. There's so many dazzling things to take in with the senses, with the eyes. So many extraordinary things in this world, in this sanctuary. And now you get to experience that same dazzling excitement within yourself as you tune in. Look within. And just notice What is there? What are you observing within yourself in this moment? You might feel your breath naturally start to slow down and deepen as you relax and sink into the chair that's supporting you. You may feel a calm presence or peace. At your very core. And in this calm, peaceful state of presence, I want you to acknowledge that everything that you experience is well and good and okay. If you start to think, if your mind wanders, that's all right. You are good. All is good. You're doing it right. You've got this. And as you feel your breath draw in and expand your body and gently, naturally fall out, this is your reminder of your connection to the world around you, to the all-isness of life. As you draw it in, it becomes you. As you exhale, you contribute to it. You are the allness of life. You are the intelligence of the universe, the perfection that maintains this delicate balance on earth is you. You've got this, and you know what to do. You are all. And you are regal. You are royalty. You are all that royalty and honor and prestige and divinity is right now, in this moment. Breathe that in. And let your body know what it feels to embody your royal bloodline. Your divinity. Your Royal Highness. And what you came here for. What you came here to experience. And notice what your experience of yourself is now. What's arising? No matter what it is, even if it's doubt, it's perfect. It's okay. You're doing it right. You've got this. I acknowledge you for all that you've done up until this point and all that you will do. You're doing great. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being you and for still being here. Still going at it. Still expressing and being you. Thank you. And so it is.
Thank you. And now our thought for the day from Kevin Miles.
Well, hello, everybody. It's so good to be back here. But we mirror the world. All the tendencies present in the outer world, all the tendencies present in the outer world are to be found in the world of our body. If we could change ourselves, the tendencies in the world would also change. A man changes his own nature, and so does the attitude of the world change towards him. This is the divine mystery supreme. A wonderful thing it is, and the source of our happiness. We need not wait to see what others do. And that's from Mahatma Gandhi. Namaste.
And now we have Hoboken, who masquerades as Javier Mendoza. Let's give him a hand.
Thank you, and a very special guest with me, Miguel Cancino. And it's his first time here. The world moves fast, I can't keep up. What I had then is not enough. We keep the truth inside a cage. I see the sun, but I feel rain. But when you're here, my mind slows down. The noise outside starts turning down. I close my eyes and I start dreaming of cities painted colorblind, where human race loves every kind, and sharing takes a whole new meaning. So give it up, can't stay this way. The heart and soul will undo your hate. dreamer, stay. Open the door. Give me your tired, your poor. There's room for more. And when you're here, my mind slows down. The noise outside starts turning down. I close my eyes and I start dreaming of cities breaking through the walls with open hearts like wrecking balls, and you and me can't start healing. Ooh. Ooh. When you're here, my mind slows down. The noise outside starts turning down. I close my eyes and I start dreaming of cities painted colorblind, where human race loves every kind, and sharing takes a whole new meaning. So come inside, you're welcome to. This place was built for me and you. Together we will make it amazing. Cities break through the walls with open hearts like wrecking balls, and you and me can start believing. Ooh. 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 So dreamer, stay. Open the door. Give me your tired, your poor. There's room for more.
You can follow Javier on Facebook under Hoboken, right? Yeah, Instagram, all of them. And he's in town. He was playing yesterday at Pine Ridge, the Pines. Oh, Defiance Ridge. Okay, thank you. Now I got it. Where are you playing this afternoon, tonight? You're going home. Okay, he lives in Nashville. I'm so glad you're here. You have a surprise at the end because we're going to have a tip jar out here and let him do some special requests. So think of a song you'd like him to have. And now for our special speaker today, Reverend Dr. Larry DeRusha.
Thank you. Actually, the masters all say that it's not in the words that we talk about, it's in the silence that everything happens. So I'm going to give us 30 minutes of silence. Oh, okay, well that doesn't work, huh? Well, the last couple of days I've been going around like my hair's on fire, and it seems like there's just so much happening, and we got a full moon on top of that, right? So as Mary Jean was saying, there was a lot of things that happened in the cracks, and I had to go back and patch the cracks during that time, including we've got a little bit of a water leak in Scott Hall. Good morning. Let's stand up and greet each other and say hi. Introduce yourself if you're new. So much fun. All right, come on back. All right. You know, I was thinking, actually, all the songs that you're doing today, all the messages are perfect. So I can sit down. Notice I'm trying to get out of this. Take a breath. So that quote from Mahatma Gandhi was quite a quote. And the habit that we have in the Western world is we distill things like that down into short phrases. And that one became, be the change you want to see in the world. It's amazing they got that out of all the words that he said and brought it down. But it has a lot packed into that little statement and the original one, which is really important because today in the world, it appears as though there's a lot more judgment going on. Would you say so? It appears that way. Now, according to Gandhi, if it appears that way, we need to take a look inside of ourselves and see what's going on within us. Where's the judgment within us? And some people will say, well, I don't judge people. How do you judge yourself? And that's the ego mind. The ego mind is the preferences, and it's the conditioned beliefs that we have, and they pop up constantly. Seems like in the silence that we could have, these train of thought ego statements keep coming up. It reminds me of a wise man who was standing near a group, and they were complaining, and he'd come back each week, and they seemed to be complaining about the same thing. So they asked him, what does he think? And he says, well, I have a joke for you. So he told them the joke, and everybody was roaring. And then he told it again, and everybody was kind of smiling. And then he told the story again, the joke again. And people were going, what's going on? He says, this is the way it is about complaining. The first time, it's really strong. Second time, and the third time, don't you have something else to do? Important point, because there's a lot of complaining going on. There's a lot of judgment going on. There's a lot of things in the world that are telling us that we're not looking inside of ourselves. We're not going deep enough within ourselves. All the great saints will tell us that the power lies within us. Ernest Holmes has said this over and over again in all of our teachings. He said the power is within you. The power to create is within you. I think about that sometimes because my proclivity towards quantum physics comes up. And that is, there's a quantum field, which is everything. Correct? That's what quantum physics is telling us. This quantum field clearly then reduces itself or moves into a limitation, which is you and I and the world and everything in it. And I started thinking, okay, so that being true, then, for example, when I came in this morning, there were so many things that had to happen. And every single one of them required multiple other things to happen. And they required, so last night we were at the wedding, and it was being catered afterwards. And I thought, the caterers come in, and they rely on the people who wholesale the food to them, who rely on the farms and other suppliers, who rely on the farmers who can water the plants, take care of everything. And I started thinking in my head, how could I chart this? It would be impossible, because the universe has a mind greater than mine. And everything is interconnected. And if that's true, you're sitting there as a result of everything in the universe moving to put you in that seat. Is that amazing? It also says, then, why are we worried? What are we upset about? The world is what it is because of the way the universe wants it to be that way? Can we judge that? can we say that's wrong? Or do we say maybe the supposition is wrong, that everything is interconnected? And that kind of blows the teachings all out of the water, does it not? When we say we're all one, what are we really saying? Are we really all one? Are you and you and you and you all one? Doesn't appear to me that way. Well, truth is we are all one, but we're looking in the wrong place. If we believe we're the body and the mind, then we're going to go, no, there's a big difference out here. But there's something else. That part of us which we often call the soul. And we say, okay, that's the place where everything is different, that we're all different. And there's another place somewhere where we all must be connected. That's absolutely true. And that is that there's a place within us that knows that we have a body and a mind. There's a place within us that knows our thinking. There's a place that knows everything that's going on, that has no objective experience at all, but observes objective experience, the world. That place is universal consciousness. It's who we all are in truth. When we leave this plane, we're going into another plane. Our body doesn't go with us. Our mind goes with us for a short period of time, at least in my experience, for a very short period of time, and then something else happens. The power is within us, as Ernest Holmes says, and Ernest Holmes' treatments that he would do were all about prayer of allowing our mind to settle down, to realize the truth of who we are, so that when we move to that place, that higher consciousness, everything is exactly the way it is and the way it's supposed to be, according to the universe. So if we can spend more time going within, we'll spend less time judging without. We spend more time going within, we'll find more things to do for ourselves to discover the truth of who we are. That power that all the great masters talk about have for thousands of years only been given to very small groups of people called disciples, just like with Jesus. Because that information, most people can't hear higher from consciousness and don't understand it. We're all so wrapped up in the world, our jobs, our life, all the things that happen in our life every day, all of that that's going on. We're so wrapped up in it. And it's all changing continuously, is it not? There isn't a second goes by that's not changing. And the ego mind is very interesting because it's a trap. It's a trap in this way. The ego mind is always thinking about the future, and it's always thinking about the past, and it's keeping you out of the present, where everything is okay. No matter what's going on, everything's okay, because the truth of who you are never dies. Never dies. No such thing. Years ago, I met a master, and after the satsang was talking about past lives. And he had said he was in a past life recently, 5,000 years ago. That's recent to him, I guess. And he said, everybody that you come in contact with, everybody that you even pass by on a street, you've been in a lifetime with them in different ways, in different positions. Maybe father, mother in one lifetime, maybe sister, brother in another, maybe cousin, maybe a worker. Everybody in this room has been in multiple lifetimes before. What keeps us coming back is this trying over and over again to learn who we are, to move in to ourselves. Because once we have learned that, then there isn't anything else that needs to be done. Because if you are higher consciousness, or as we would say, you are God, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to be. You are it. Ernest loved to talk about that, especially in his evenings, Tuesday evening programs that he had where he would invite special people to come. Albert Einstein came several times to the Tuesday evening. Yogananda came. The number of luminaries that came to his Tuesday nights was quite amazing. The man who ran the school for the Centers for Spiritual Living, back then called Religious Science Institute, was the chancellor of USC. And he decided to leave USC and begin work in religious science in their educational programs, which led to another person who was the chancellor of UCLA becoming his assistant. Those two people had remarkable jobs, and they left them because they believed this teaching was more important than the teaching the university was doing. That's pretty powerful. Pretty powerful. And that teaching changed their lives. How did it change their lives? Because they realized that there is something within them. And when they go inside and they begin to hear all of the ego stuff, it begins to slow down. And as the meditation goes further, begin to lose the trains of thought that keep going by because we're going beyond them. And as we go beyond those trains of thought, we go beyond the experience of the mind and the body. And we move into something that we are all very familiar with, which is deep sleep. Deep sleep isn't actually sleep. It's a misnomer. Deep sleep is the silence that we're actually experiencing but are unfamiliar with. That silence is a higher state of consciousness. We need to move into that higher state of consciousness because the mind is so busy all day long. Would you agree with that? So the mind being busy all day long, there's no time for that silence. No time for us to learn about that silence, to experience that silence. So when Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world, there was somebody else who actually said that. And these are lyrics to a song. I'm going to make a change for once in my life. Anybody got it from there? Michael Jackson, yeah. I'm going to make a change for once in my life. It's going to feel real good. Going to make a difference. Going to make it right. And then I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Yeah? I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make the change. That powerful? That whole song is very powerful, just like your songs. Great messages. Everybody needs to hear them. And the music gives us another level in consciousness where the words have a vibration to them that settle in. I don't need to stand up here and deliver all these messages all the time because the messages go inside. Yeah? You have the power. You don't need to learn from the books. You don't need to learn from somebody standing up lecturing. You don't need anything. You already have it. What you're going to do is just go into that silence and just allow this layers and layers to fall away. And every glimpse you get of happiness in your life is a glimpse of that place within you. Just imagine what that's like. That happiness all the time. As Joseph Campbell called it, bliss. Yeah, bliss. So take a breath. Let's just go inside for a few minutes. As we follow our breath in, all we're doing is allowing the mind to focus on the movement of the breath in and out. As we do that, the body begins to relax. Begins to relax in a rhythm. its natural rhythm. You can feel the body, you can feel the mind and what's going on, you can hear thoughts, and they're going to begin to drop away as we pay attention to the gap between the thoughts. The silence gets stronger. The gap between our thoughts. As you focus there, it gets wider and wider, bigger and bigger. There's nothing in the world to change. The world has been going on for 4 billion years. But it's giving us a message. Turn within. Let's come back. It's so nice to do meditations in a group because that group consciousness begins to pull us further and further in. So I'll leave you with this. Something I love to tell people. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old. That's how long it took to create you so it could experience itself. If that didn't blow your mind, let's go back into consciousness. Thank you.
Would our prosperity receivers please come forward?
I'm receiving my prosperity.
Okay. Can you do the blessing?
All right. One of the concepts about giving is that it's important to give so you can receive. There's a reason why it works that way. Because if we're all one, we're giving to ourselves. And if everybody's giving to their self, then everything is perfect, isn't it? So take out your $1 million bills or your $1,000 bills. And let's bless your gifts, those automatic gifts, the checks you're writing, the cash you're putting in, the cryptocurrency you're using, whatever it might be, let's bless it. Take a deep breath and know the truth that all of this is in divine harmony, and the giving and receiving is a blessing in and of itself. With that, I say so it is. Amen. And now for Hoboken, and I won't attempt to use your name. Thank you.
Okay, I forgot my own song. One. Let in, let out. It's the start of a new day. If I don't run, slow down, there isn't much more I can do. Dream on, don't stay. The world is moving at its own pace. Why waste my time trying to see what's on the other side? If I let it now, will be my guide. Hold on on to nothing. Hold on to nothing. Live on, break through. I know the past will never change, so then I do. And I try to work up another smile, and then I see how easy things will rearrange. The switch turns on, and the light goes in my head like a song that writes itself, saying all the things I never will. Hold on to nothing. Hold on to nothing. Don't shut down, break down. Everyone's gotta make this life count. Love big, love loud. When you give away, you can lead a crowd. Right here, right now is the only place you know. You can change, you can go. Everything's the way it should. And when you decide to leave and then you change your mind, I won't be unkind. Someday I may also hesitate, so kiss me now. Who knows what comes after this? You've got to make it count. Hold on to nothing. Hold on to nothing. Hold on to nothing. Hold on to nothing. Thank you.
Hold on to nothing. Now that's a powerful statement, because what can you hold on to in a world that's always changing?
Would our prayer team please come forward and let's surround the room with that consciousness of love.
Let's know right now the power and presence that is within us, that power and presence is our very life. As we take a breath, we breathe in to that power. We can allow our mind to drop into our hearts. The power of the heart, of love, is where it all is. When we let go of everything, then the only thing left is love. Be the love in the world that you want to see. Open to the magnificence that you are. The light of God is infinite, as are you. the silence, all can be found. I accept right now this power that's working in each of our lives, bringing us to that oneness. Opening us to all possibilities, creating through us. Let go and experience absolute freedom. Let's take a breath and come back. Thank you. It was good. I love the energy. Powerful. Okay, so, and now for another fabulous song. And in fact, they're going to continue for as long as the tip jar is empty until it gets full. How's that? Thank you.
Children teach us love, love that never lies. Don't deny the one that's at your side. Let her know what you can't hold. Turn the dark days into hope. Don't decide your fate tonight. Hold her soul and find her eyes. There's a stream deep inside that will wake away the stone. There's a truth you can't deny when it unfolds. Carry me home. When you start to crumble and walls begin to rise, find the road to kindness to ease the troubled mind. Rest your guilt against the night. Turn the dark days into hope. Find her trail of broken hearts. Say this time I won't let go. There's a stream deep inside that will take away the stone. There's a love you can't deny when it unfolds. sail your sea. Doors wide open, please come in. Let's start over. How you been? There's a stream deep inside that will break away the stone. There's a stream deep inside that will break away the stone. There's a love you can't deny when it unfolds. Carry me home. Carry me home. Oh, love, truth and love. Carry me home. Carry me home. Thank you.
Yeah. Woo! Does anybody have a request? He's.
Now it
he
has to be
sings
something I know.
English
I only
and
know my
Spanish.
song.
How much are the CDs out front?
So the CDs are 10 and the vinyl are 20, and I'm actually almost out of shirts, so all I have left are smalls and extra smalls, but I figure you guys may have children or grandchildren, and they're only $5 because I'm just getting rid of them, and they say hold on to nothing on them. So if you're interested, and just one last thing I just want to say, on the 13th, which is on Tuesday, I'm releasing my Patreon page, which basically will give you access to the journey of my new album. So you will, if you subscribe, you will be getting a song, a brand new song each month until the album is done, which will take 12 songs, so 12 months. So you get a brand new song every month, and then there's a VIP where you get a personalized free show, live stream for you and other things. So if you're interested, sign up to the list over there, and I will send you an invite on the day of. So thank you.
Hi.
I'm everywhere. Yeah, Spotify, Apple Music, it just says Hobo Kane.
So there are actually two songs, but if you only do one, it's okay. You sang a song to Randy on her birthday a few years back. I think it was from Moulin Rouge,
Oh, Nature Boy.
and then also the one with the balloon.
Oh,
flying.
and
Yeah.
I got him. No problem.
And he also sings in Spanish if you have a Spanish song. All right.
So this song is called Nature Boy, and it was written by Eden Abess, and it's on one of my records that I just released. So. There was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far, over land and sea, a little shy and sad of eye, but very wise was he. And then one day, a magic day, he passed my way, and while we spoke of many things, fools and kings, this he said to me: the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. you'll never learn is just to love and be loved in return. The greatest thing you'll never learn is just to love and be loved in return. Thank you. All right, well, my friend Miguel Cancino is a fantastic guitar player, and obviously you can see that, but I want to show him off for a song here. So before, I know you asked for a second song, but I'm going to do it one in Espanol for you guys. And this one speaks again about just being very present in the moment, and I just thought it was very fitting. So. Corriendo voy sin saber por qué y todos me critican. Si me quedo, si me voy, me vuelvo a perder en la ilusión de sentir la vida como ayer. Y una razón para enfrentarme a este dolor es ahora, es aquí, enseñarme esa virtud. Convencido de poder enfrentarme a esta inquietud. Es ahora, es aquí, y lo que venga ya vendrá. Convencido de poder conquistar mi despertar. Tus ojos son espejos que delatan lo que olvido. Yo no sé lo que no fui ni lo que puedo ser. Cansado de mirar atrás en busca de un destino. Correr detrás del viento solo me hace envejecer. En la ilusión de sentir la vida como ayer. Y una razón para enfrentarme a este dolor. Es ahora, es aquí, enseñarme esa virtud. Convencido de poder enfrentarme a esta inquietud. Es ahora, es aquí, y lo que venga ya vendrá. Convencido de poder conquistar mi despertar. Es ahora, es aquí, enseñarme esa virtud. Convencido de poder enfrentarme a esta inquietud. Es ahora, es aquí, enseñarme esa virtud. Convencido de poder enfrentarme a esta inquietud. Es ahora, es aquí, lo que venga ya vendrá. Convencido de poder conquistar mi despertar. es aquí, enseñarme esa virtud, convencido de poder enfrentarme a esta inquietud. Esta hora es aquí, enfrentarme a esta inquietud, convencido de poder enfrentarme a esta inquietud. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This is a concert that you would be paying hundreds to go to, and you'd be driving out to the wine country, and you'd be spending $50 on food and drinks. And you got to hear at CSL for the love offering of a tip jar. And I just want to thank you. You know, I mean, really, their guys are fabulous. Give them another hand. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. You want to do that final one, or are you done?
I'm never done.
Okay. Would you like one more? Okay, one more.
All right, well then, which one? I do not know that. I should know these things, like I said. Well, you did ask for one that it's a pretty song. I don't know if you know this one, but I'll play it. But since it was a request, está en.
Then we're gonna go eat.
Sharp. Sharp major. These are nice. So I wrote this song about my little niece who now is a sophomore in college, and she lost her dad when she was 3 years old. And it changed my life because I was moving to New York to pursue my musical career, and then when her dad died, I was the godfather, so I'm staying, and so she's like a daughter to me. And I remember watching her when she turned 4, I believe. She sent this balloon to the sky with her name on it, and sent it up to the sky for her dad, and so I wrote this song. Can you hear me? 'Cause I miss you. Can you hear me? 'Cause I wish you were here on a day like this. The sky is gray, the streets are open, the silver rain is finally spoken, and I can't stay away. I know I have to wait. Yes, I know I have to stay. Can you see I'm growing taller? Did you know the world got smaller last time I saw you? I was 3. We are to be getting stronger. The days are short, the nights are longer, but I can't stay awake. I know I have to wait. Yes, I know I have to stay. My place is here with flesh and tears, the stream, the fall, and all the years. We will meet again, but until then, I'll live the life you could have lived and travel places you could have been. We will meet again, but until then, did you get what I sent you? A red balloon, I hope it finds you. I wrote my name on it. Can you find the house from up there? Do you see the color of my hair? We made some changes. Is that okay? I know I have to wait. Yes, I know I have to stay. My place is here with flesh and tears, the spring, the fall, and all the years. We will meet again, but until then, I lived the life you could have lived and traveled places you could have been. We will meet again, but until then. Can you hear me? 'Cause I miss you. Can you hear me? 'Cause I wish you were here on a day like this. On a day like this. On a day like this.
Wow. Whoa, thank you. I also think that's a great song to honor great Aunt Rachel. You know, I imagine a balloon going up and her getting it. Thank you so much. Anne has been back there preparing the food and keeping it warm for us. So to honor her, I'm going to end the concert, and I want to thank you so much again. And maybe the next time, instead, we'll do an evening concert here with them. How would you like that? Yeah. You guys are fabulous. Thank you so much. God bless you. Let's just, whatever is the closing affirmation. Larry doesn't have it. So, I am one with all of life on planet Earth. No, that was last year. What was last month? I create a life of fulfillment. I create a life of fulfillment. There it is.